every role our destinies seal. In the forge of fire, in the storm of steel, we fight for glory, we fight to heal. Let the dungeons tremble and fall. We rise, we conquer, we stand tall. Dungeons and dragons, our battles begun. Into the darkness we will run. Raise the sword, cast the spell. In the dungeon steps we rise or fall in hell. Dungeons and dragons, the fates in our hands. Fight through the chaos, take a stand. Drawn up for glory, we ride the storm. In the heart of the dungeon where legends are born. Through the fire, through the pain, we'll forge our names and break the chains. Dungeons and dragons, forever we fight. In the heart of the dungeon we claim the night. In the shadows where the torchlight fades, we gather round to make our play. Dice are rolling, fates in hand, we ride the storm through a cursed land. Steel-clad warriors, mages of light, elven archers in the dead of night. Tales of glory, legends untold, dungeons of treasure, curses and gold. Through the labyrinth of doom we fight. In the dark we strike like a beast in the night. Dragons soaring in the sky, no retreat, no fear, we'll never die. Dungeons and dragons, our battles begun. Into the darkness we will run. Raise the sword, cast the spell. In the dungeon steps we rise or fall in hell. Dungeons and dragons, the fates in our hands. Fight through the chaos, take a stand. Born out for glory, we ride the storm. In the heart of the dungeon where legends are born. The goblins creep in the starlit gloom. Undead soldiers march to their doom. We face the fiends, the dark abyss. A dragon's roar we never miss. The sorcerer's power, the warrior's blade, the bard's sweet songs, the rogue's crusade. From the tombs to the shattered sky, we'll stand as one, we'll never die. Through the labyrinth of doom we fight. In the dark we strike like a beast in the night. Dragons soaring in the sky, no retreat, no fear, we'll never die. Dungeons and dragons, all battles begun. Into the darkness we will run. Raise the sword, cast the spell. In the dungeon steps we rise or fall in hell. Dungeons and dragons, the fates in our hands. Fight through the chaos, take a stand. Born out for glory, we ride the storm. In the heart of the dungeon where legends are born. Ancient ones in the lair await, while shadows stalk our every fate. But we'll never falter, never kneel. With every roll our destinies seal. In the forge of fire, in the storm of steel, we fight for glory, we fight to heal. Let the dungeons tremble and fall. We rise, we conquer, we stand tall. Dungeons and dragons, our battles begun. Into the darkness we will run. Raise the sword, cast the spell. In the dungeon steps we rise or fall in hell. Dungeons and dragons, the fates in our hands. Fight through the chaos, take a stand. Born out for glory, we ride the storm. In the march to their doom. We face the fiends, the dark abyss, a dragon's roar we never miss. The sorcerer's power, the warrior's blade, the bard's sweet songs, the rogue's crusade. From the tombs to the shattered sky, we'll stand as one, we'll never die. Through the labyrinth of doom we fight, in the dark we strike like a beast in the night. Dragons soaring in the sky, no retreat, no fear, we'll never die. Dungeons and dragons, all battles begun, into the darkness we will run. Raise the sword, cast the spell, in the dungeon's depths we rise a falling hell. Dungeons and dragons, the fate's in our hands, fight through the chaos, take a stand. For honor, for glory, we ride the storm, in the heart of the dungeon where legends are born.
Like, you're going to give me the beer bottle opener from all the way the fuck over there?
I could send you one.
Oh yeah.
First class mail.
Yeah.
I mean,
There eventually.
it would not get there, tonight, but
I
give it a
could
week.
That does not help me.
Your beer might be warm by then.
say I could send it with your.
I mean, I have plenty more.
With your magnet.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Hellions at the Table. We're a group of people that play D&D.
Sounds about right.
Sorry, I still, like, with the way that this is situated, I gotta get Sakari's cam fixed. Because
I'm always
there is-
loud.
Always, every single time, there's some sort of tech issue.
we
Wouldn't be.
There
Wouldn't
it
be quick
goes.
without it.
We're not gonna have Octocam tonight. There are reasons for that. We don't have to worry about it. No Octocam.
Oh yeah.
What? Why did you have to say it like that, bro? Fucking weird.
Excited about no Octocam? What an asshole.
For problems.
Oh wow!
of the younger.
It's not where I fucking took it.
Oh.
It sounded weird.
I mean, everything Havoc says sounds weird. That's why we're here, right?
Oh, that was Sakari, so.
That was not
Oh, was it
me.
Sakari?
Why am I getting blamed in this shit?
Sakari.
I already
I don't
saw
know
it.
if
If
it's
it's my husband saying the fucking off the, like, what the fuck is the word?
Out of pocket?
Out of pocket
pocket.
shit. It doesn't sound bad because it's my husband.
It's always Havoc's fault.
It's not
Oh my God,
always my
guys.
fault. This is not going to carry over from my fucking main channel. Fuck off.
Hey, Havoc,
100%.
Havoc. Got a question for you.
What's going on, Fish?
Who's the DM here? Like, who's the one who brought us all together to make this channel happen?
Technically, it was you, Fish.
No, it was me.
No, it was
It was
Havoc.
me.
I
It
mean,
was me.
I will happily take,
Credit?
second fiddle here, but
Wait, credit or blame? Which one is it?
that's
Anyway.
a great
So
question.
yeah,
Yeah,
Crypto
we'll
did
figure it
send
out
me a message right off the bat, like, "Hey, you want to be a part of the D&D stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in."
Speaking of like custom artwork, can somebody make me an emote that's just basically says timeout corner? Because I need it.
I'll try to do
Every
it.
5
So-
seconds, someone says
I'll
something,
try to
and I'm
do it.
like, "Yep, I need the fucking timeout corner."
Solid free post.
Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. We're a group of degenerates, apparently.
You fucking right, we are.
Oh, she's already
I mean,
working on it.
Sultry's already working on it.
I love you, Sultry.
Nope,
So-
can't say that one.
What do you mean you can't say something?
I mean, I can't say that. That'll get us banned.
Yikes.
Oh.
Put it in the chat.
Do that.
Fish!
Put it in the Discord
Oh.
chat. Then you can say it.
We knew you were a terrible
Anyway.
person, but oof.
Oh, right. We're not even
I'm
at
just
affiliate
sitting here with a
status yet.
screwdriver fixing my chair as we're talking.
At least wait till we get the affiliate status first.
So, I need one person to give us a recap of what happened last week. Or last session, because not last week.
yeah.
I would like to, but I don't think I have the spoons for it.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
I remember half of what happened last session.
It would
let
be
me pull up my
good
notes.
for me to do it, but I don't think I have thorough notes on it.
I've got reasonable notes.
Sorry for the
I think
delay,
if
everyone.
if I start giving the recap, I will start crying. So we're gonna not have me do it right now because that was a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Sorry for the delay,
that's
everyone.
good.
We were
That's
supposed to
good
have
time
a...
for
All right. 5-second recap. We made it to the city we were going to. Orin found an old friend, rather unexpectedly. Let's see.
What did they mention?
Nemea went off and
Oh.
did some stuff with her sister. Her sister's no longer with us from that. And let's see. I think that covers all the major plot points already.
Yeah, the is looking funny. That's about it.
Yeah, Nemea looks a little funny, but we've not
You
seen
don't
that
know
yet.
that yet. You
That's
don't know
true, we
that
don't.
yet.
And I just saw a gigantic kitty maul somebody in the middle of the street. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
Um,
happened too. Yeah.
One fell in love.
So... We'll jump in with Hong first. Hong, you just watched as this tiger-looking thing was running, jumped, pounced, and in mid-pounce transformed into that you know of as Eris, and proceed to murder the shit out of this thing, this humanoid, in the streets.
I'm gonna be like, shit, there's another devil thing around here. God damn it. I'm gonna proceed to like sprint the other direction.
Okay, you're sprinting away.
Yeah, in a sense, away, maybe more towards the inn at this point to warn, tell everybody like, oh my gosh, there's a kitty out here mauling people.
Okay. As you turn the corner of the street, you see a couple guards. You know the patrols fairly frequent the streets. Starting. I think I heard a noise over here as they start making their way towards you.
I'm gonna be screaming, help! Help! Help!
One of them stops you. Yes. What's wrong? And the guy, one of them goes, all right, you go take a look at this. And then one of them runs past you, and the other one's like, can you use words?
All right, I saw a big old kitty. I'm pretty sure it had black fur, sleek nature, jump over me, attack some person. I don't know what's going on over there. I just saw a bunch of blood, ran this direction, and now we're here.
Kitty? What kind of kitty?
I have no idea. It was a kitty first, and then it became a person. I have no idea.
The moment that you say that, Eric, hey! No, we need to go. Nope, leave that alone. And you watch as Eric turns around, walks away, and she's like, all right, have a good night.
Okay.
They saw Eris and they were like, nope. Is that what
Pretty
happened?
much at this point. They're like, oh, we know what that is. Yeah, goodbye. See you, bro. You're on your own, man.
That's not our business.
I guess I'm just gonna sit there like flabbergasted and just proceed, I guess, to the end. I guess I don't know what that whole thing calmed me and at the same time puzzled at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where you headed back to where you came from?
Now I'm gonna go proceed still back into the inn at this point. I'm just like I'm basically lost in thought now at this point.
As you get there, you watch as Eris is dragging the corpse to the inn.
It's tomorrow's
Feline
lunch.
agility, and I'm gonna Mach 7 out of the city.
the moment that you go to like turn, she goes, come here. This deals with you.
Timeout corner. Timeout corner.
Time out corner, big time.
Oh my god.
I didn't do nothing. I'm just here. You just see it in like the little kitty pout. Just
Glaive and Torin, where are you guys in all of this?
Let's see. I was basically staying in the common area of the tavern to do my rest, basically. So, because there wasn't much like noise from upstairs, right?
You would hear the when Zevlin made her big booming attack and
Okay, at that
obliterated.
point I would have run upstairs.
Yep. Because everything else was quiet and silent, and then the
Yep.
moment that Zevlin,
And that was pretty much at the end, so that's perfect.
so you would be at this point.
Running towards the room, yep. Or probably making it into the room at this point.
Okay, Torin.
If it was loud enough that Torin would have heard it, he would have gotten up to see what the hell was going on.
Okay.
So, probably the same.
All right. As you both go through the door, you see
Is the door unlocked though?
yes. Zevlin never got the chance to lock it.
That's true.
I have an axe, no doors locked.
So as you
I'm made of Torio.
as you go through the door, you see the. Actually, you only see Linnea sleeping in the bed.
Sleeping?
You see
Oh,
a
passed out.
pile passed out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, just like there's
You
no...
see a pile of ash in a corner. But you do not see anything else.
Is the blood on the bed obvious enough for us to see it, for us to notice it?
Roll me
There
d20.
was,
roll me
there
an
was a
invec-
knife wound.
That's
ro-
what
roll
I
me
was.
perception.
That's what I was getting at. Like, there's no blood or anything.
That's a 3 on the die, so that's going to be less than 10. Where's my sheet?
That is an 18 on the die. Or 19.
Apparently, despite having a good perception, my perception ain't shit. That's a 7 total for me.
Okay. Torin, you do see blood on the sheets, on the blanket, on the pillow. And you actually see the discarded knife. You don't see a wound.
Alright. I'm gonna...
This looks like I killed my sister.
But you're not conscious, so that's weird.
I'm going to go up and I'm going to ensure that Nemea is alive first.
Nemea is breathing and is alive.
Does she look abnormal?
Not that you can see.
The
Is there
wings
any-
are usually covered, so
The wings are on the back. She's laying on her back and they fold in.
Alright.
Is there any other
She's
damage to the
alive,
room?
she's breathing. Anything else?
No.
I don't remember if they like went down an open window or broke through a window or what. But anyway,
They leapt down. The window was open. Or they opened
Okay.
it as on their way
yeah,
in.
they gotcha.
Octo, it's the emote's already done. That's what that is.
Jesus fuck.
you asked,
Alright.
so you received.
Torin's going to be pointing these things out to Glaive since he doesn't seem to notice anything.
Okay.
Or
It's
does he? He's a robot. I can't read him.
Not reacting much, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's at this point that you hear a loud voice. I'm assuming you left the door open, right?
I didn't close it.
I didn't close it.
Okay. It's at this point that you hear a loud voice, is Eris, that you're familiar with, as she yells to the barkeep, "Activate lockdown."
Oh shit.
I'm waking Nemea up.
You can certainly
close the
try.
window.
Nemea is not responding.
I'm gonna close the window.
I mean, that's a 17 on my strength check.
Wow, you break my arm?
What's your strength score?
Jesus fuck, whose?
15.
So it's a +2 modifier?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Oh,
Nemea, you
man.
take 3 damage
Cool.
as Doran fucking slaps the shit out of you, but you're unconscious, so you take 3 damage. No response.
With advantage.
Alright. I'm going to look at Glaive and... You want to hang out here, or you want to go see what's going on downstairs?
You have any medical any medical expertise?
A little bit.
Same here. I'll go downstairs.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I thought about saying that.
I can keep people from dying. You go downstairs.
As people are dying.
Oh,
Glaive,
that's cute, sultry.
Glaive, as you head
My alerts
downstairs,
weren't working before.
you see Eris and Hong walking in, Eris dragging a fucking mutilated corpse.
Fuck.
Hong is fearing for his life.
Hong looks like a scaredy cat that is 100% there because he fears his life is in danger as if he tries to leave.
100%. Feeling agility's still active just in case he gets that chance.
You know that 100% you would lose in a race, in a foot race
Oh,
against
100%. I'm
against.
still gonna give it a shot, right? Still gotta give it a
You
shot.
can try. I really should have. Yellow.
Looks like that one's dead. There may be somebody upstairs who needs help.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. I saw this one jump out a window. And she points to the corpse.
That window? Pointing towards the general direction of the...
She looks and... Yeah, actually.
I think that one's responsible for what's going on up here. You might want to take a look.
She goes, okay. And she throws the corpse. You watch as the bartender at this point in time has cleared everyone who has not been cleared by Eris. And then once the last person leaves, the door's shut, and you watch as a magical bar is placed over them. They're like, all right, lockdown initiated. We're good. And you watch as Eris goes upstairs, and she takes a look, and...
Oh, good. Someone who exists here.
She goes,
I'm missing a person.
yeah, well, we don't know. This is a person, and she points down to the ash. But this is not the person that we're probably missing. You're missing? This is definitely a person. I feel bad for this dude. And she kicks the dirt, the ash a little bit. Whoever
You
did
sure
this
it
to
was a
him
dude?
pissed them off.
I feel bad for the corpse, honestly.
You sure it was a dude?
No, I just know that it's a person. This is
might be.
this is what happens when you decide to fuck around with a paladin, and this is their smite.
Well, that's probably the result of the person I'm looking for then.
Zevlin, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I will put out a notice. Can you give me a accurate description?
Let me roll a d20. Torin's gonna do his best.
I really need to look into doing that recording and replaying thing next time I have a chance.
Boobs.
Something about little taller than me. White wings, blue eyes. Well endowed.
Okay. That is actually a great description. Blue eyes, wings, big chested.
Yeah,
Watches.
you about got her entire everything.
You watch as she writes a letter, and she rolls it up, and she puts it in a tube and closes it, and then puts it away. She goes, well, I took care of the guy who jumped out of the window, and I'm assuming that one saw me. She points at Hong.
Hong's just cowering in a corner, like literally jittered.
Quit being a scaredy cat.
PTSD, 100%.
Quit being a scaredy cat. It's just what I am.
You happen to fly
This is
over
the
him.
second time somebody flew over me and destroyed some shit.
Okay, so you did fly over him.
I didn't fly. I can't fly. And you watch as she transforms in between three different shapes. Her normal, that you view her as, a tiger form, and a hybrid form. That kind of meshes and makes her more... I don't know how to describe how you make a cat more cat-like.
Take house cat and make it into a fucking lion or a tiger.
So we're
It's a
going from
werecat.
so we're going from cat girl to furry to actual cat.
It's a werecat at this point.
But as she switches between her different lichen forms, and she goes, it's just cursed with lycanthropy. It's that of a specific were tiger, probably close to 15 years ago.
Well, he's got problems related to that one. Thorin's gonna point to Nemea. From. Just ignore him.
Nemea, at this point in time, the conversation has been had, and you are starting to wake up. Your cheek hurts a little bit. And you still have the heartburn times 1,000 in your chest.
So Nemea's probably gonna wake up screaming.
Okay. Nemea wakes up screaming.
Hong just
Alright.
takes 7,000 steps back at that point.
Like clutching at her chest, just screaming in agony.
Hong,
Thorin immediately.
you're trying to run away.
I'm basically just trying to jump back, considering how everything that's going on now startled being even more.
What's your AC?
Good question. Give me a second. AC is 14.
Okay. The moment that you try to step away, you get popped in the side. You take... I gotta roll damage.
Oh fuck.
And Hong's down, guys.
If you take You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as your speed is now reduced to 0.
Yep, Hong is now unconscious.
Full health.
Wait, really?
As Eris pops you in the ribs.
Oh, I know what trait that. Never. Okay, we've talked about this.
Torin's gonna crouch down next to Nemea and put a hand on her shoulder. Healing word as he does so.
Okay. Nemea, you heal the 3 points that he cost.
Is the screaming agony in my chest still there?
Yes. Torin, you do notice that Nemea's eyes, one is the normal purple reddish, the reddish purple that
Yeah,
you
no,
used,
you're right.
and the other one is the bluish gold that you would see on Zephlin.
Fuck. I don't know if we need that missing person sent out anymore. What happened?
By this point, Nemea would have stopped screaming, but is still very much hurting, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone.
I
Done?
can see that. What happened?
They took her from me.
They? These guys? As I point to the ash pile.
All right. I know you're having a real rough time right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I can see in your eyes that something happened. I'm right here. I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna work through this.
What should I roll to decide if she's just gonna spill the beans? You know what? Fuck it. She'll tell them everything.
I mean,
As you go to start saying and talking, you
Mhm.
hear Torin, Glaive, Honk. You hear a familiar sound, as you've dealt with this before. It's the crackling, popping sound of the same sound that Sin appeared with in the very first instance.
Man, she's back.
And in the common room. You guys watch as Eris steps out, and you clearly having a conversation. She goes to the common area.
Thorin's still sitting there with Nemea, somebody that he's not absolutely hateful of, is suffering.
I don't remember if we've ever talked about our parents. Where we came from, what gestures to herself, what we are.
Hmm.
Well, we weren't really sure. Turns
Okay.
out, we exist because there was a bet. of who
Yeah.
was stronger. And I won. The Nemea gestures at the fucking corpse and the ash. Someone was following us and attacked us. And apparently, saving my life cost her the bet. Our parents are. Try to find my notes. Hang on one second.
No.
Where the fuck are my notes? There we go. Our parents are a devil and an angel. And it's saving me. She's gone. And now I'm this. And she's gonna like unfurl her wings. And she has one white angel wing. And one black and red bat wing.
Looks like not all of her's gone.
Enough. Enough of her's gone.
At this point, as Eris returns, and it's not. It's Morena.
Doran's just gonna look at her and. Any ideas?
When you deal with the people I work with, it's something new every day.
We're
So
starting
what-
to get used to that.
What sort of something new is it this time? Something we can kill?
Did you, Torin? How? This is Morena speaking. In the past, how long have you been? Were you reanimated? Not reanimated, but
I was returned to the land of the living about 15 years, I want to say, and then spent 10 years wandering.
Okay. Torin. In the past 15 years, how many times have you been called to service?
I remember. What was that? He's just not once.
You watch as her face goes deadpan, and she goes, "That's interesting." Okay.
I mean, I
We
assume
were-
there's a reason here.
We were just activated. We probably have been activated in the last 15 years a total of 20 times. So, you don't answer to the call. That
Frankly, I don't know the call.
Okay. And right as she goes to start explaining what the call is, you hear that sound again. And you watch as both Eris and Morena immediately become very on guard and not they weren't expecting it. And then as soon as you hear it and it ends, a second one appears. And you catch quick conversations in planar between the two. Were you expecting anyone? No, I wasn't. You were the only one person I was expecting tonight to show up. Who could it be? Boss is not, and the conversation trails off as them trying to figure out who it is as they slowly make their way to the common area.
I'll follow.
Sam.
Nemea doesn't know what else to do, so she's gonna go with them.
The moment that Eris and Morena walk down the stairs and catch an eye of the common area, you watch as they both reach for weapons. And as you turn the corner, you see Sin.
Well, that one's ours.
She goes, "Oh, that explains." And then you watch as she trails and looks, and you see a familiar figure. A dwarf with red hair and a red beard.
Weren't you dead?
That's not supposed to happen.
Wait a minute. Out of character, is this Drengar?
Yes, it is Drengar.
May's
been
just gonna
dead
run
not
up and
dead.
hug him.
That's not supposed to happen.
May's just gonna run up and hug him. She doesn't care about anything else. She doesn't care if it's dangerous. It's Drengar.
And as you tackle hug him, you kind of get the fact that he's very uneasy on his feet. He is very much still weak.
Well, Nemea is also dealing with heartburn from hell, so she's not gonna she's got a strength of 10. She's not gonna be able to do much.
And Glaive and Torn, since you were the closest next to Eris and Morena, you catch a partial piece of the conversation. In that, not surprising. We're actually incredibly hard to kill planeswalkers. And you watch as Morena and Eris walk up and go to collapse arms with Drengar, who kind of does it with Nemea hanging off of him.
Like, he's got one arm around her, and he's going with the other to shake their hands. Yeah.
Hong, what are you doing in all of this?
Well, considering I got half my health just gone in one kidney punch, probably crawling on the floor trying to catch my breath. Honestly. Just to put that into play.
Yeah, sorry. Hex blades don't heal, bro.
Warren's gonna walk over to Hong, pull him up on his feet, and sit him down. I'm just like, you rest.
That guy's been triple whammied and then kidney punch. He's gonna need a lot more than just rest.
I can totally see. I can totally see Torin just got this one stocky finger in Han's face, you rest. It's so fucking funny.
I mean, Hong is scared of Nemea and Torin and was scared of Zevlin. And also anything else that moves.
Fair.
Anything else that moves.
Anything else that moves is an accurate description.
Honestly, the fact that Hong doesn't seem to be afraid of Glaive is surprising.
Glaive is a
Give it
toy.
time. Yeah,
Okay,
right.
fair enough.
Give
Fair
it
enough.
time.
Glaive's a cat.
Glaive isn't a
Cats.
predator. Can't be a predator. Okay.
Glaive is a cat toy until proven otherwise.
I mean, Circle of Gears seems like an appropriate answer to that one.
True.
Meanwhile, Torin's a scary dwarf with glowing eyes, and Nemea and Zevlin are creepy and scary.
And they chased him like they literally dive bombed him.
Pretty much.
Zevlin is kind of dead now.
It's, well, halfway.
Well,
Yeah.
The other half is attached to Nemea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say half, but yeah.
only mostly dead.
He mostly did. To blame.
Hey,
Wah,
mostly
wah,
dead means
wah.
they're partly alive.
Yep.
You watch as Eris kind of steps back and she looks at you guys and are like, all right, you guys get some sleep. You had a long night. And she locks eyes with Sin. We are going to have a conversation.
Torin's just gonna walk away.
Probably gonna post up in the common area again, unless I'm being forced out of there.
You are very much getting the
Okay.
feel that they want to have a conversation without
Okay.
prior ears. And normally they'd have the conversation in planar, but
My bad. Right, yeah, so I'll walk upstairs to a room.
Say Hong's just gonna go to bed at this point. he's had a rough day already. He's off to bed.
Nemea is just gonna sit at the bar within eyesight of Drengar, knowing that she's not involved in the conversation, but she's not letting him out of her fucking sight.
oh, Drengar's sitting with you. He's not part of this
Okay.
conversation.
Okay. No, she's gonna she's gonna pull him to a booth and be like, "What the fuck happened?"
Well, seeing as you smell like scorch marks right now, I can
And
fairly
I
assume
feel like scorch marks.
I can fairly assume what happened to me happened to you.
I
But-
don't know.
Edie, that is not the question. Where is Zevlin?
Funny you should say that you think the same thing happened to you.
Well, I know what you are, even if you don't.
Yeah, I do now.
Do you know what you are?
Yep. Or rather,
Oh, what is?
I know what I was an hour ago.
What?
Now I'm not so sure.
What are you talking about? I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We were followed today. Someone was looking for you. They snuck into our room. They had Zev at dagger point. I went to cast a spell and there was a second one who drove the dagger into my heart. And I don't remember much after that until Zevlin and I were standing in an office. Was it in the Hells?
It was some sort of dimension. You aren't sure which.
Yeah. And two people introduced themselves as our parents. An angel and a devil.
Huh. That takes a hell of a meaning to angel on my shoulder and the devil on the other.
Yeah, well, Nemea just kind of stretches her wings. You don't know the fucking half of it.
He watches his eyes go wide. He goes, I'm so sorry.
Not your fault. You were the only one who really gave a damn about us.
I mean, it's kind of my job.
You knew you were family, Drinkar.
Get some sleep.
Anyway. I don't know if I can. It feels like the hells have taken up residence in my chest.
I need you to roll a
If it's a con save, I'm gonna fail.
charisma save. Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Oh man, I would have beat the charisma save. Alright, let's see if the new Dragon Eye dice. Wisdom?
Yes.
14.
You watch as his eyes flare.
Oh, wait. Saving throw?
Yes.
16.
You watch as his eyes flare a pale, lightish blue color, and and he says, "Get some sleep." And you're under the suggestion spell.
God fucking damn it. What's the save on that?
It was 17.
Motherfucker! Well, she would have done it anyway, so she's gonna go and try to... Can I get a new room?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna go and do that. And she'll try to sleep.
You guys get a long rest.
Woo.
I was out of spell slot.
Thanks, buddy.
And as everyone is waking up,
Brings back one.
we're going to gravitate towards someone else. Eleanor. You were muted in that.
I'm muted.
Gotta be
there you
kidding.
You
Eleanor.
you were currently sitting in the guild hall. You had just completed a fetch task. It netted you your 9th accomplishment point. And it netted the gold that was stated prior. And you were currently dealing with the tiefling receptionist.
All right, I'm talking to them and getting the task stuff completed.
Yes.
And remind me, how does the process for that work?
You get gold and accomplishments points based on the task that you did and what kind of task and the encounters that you
Okay.
that you completed.
And,
You have been doing this for a bit of time, and you only have 9 accomplishment points. You're close, but with the task that you have been taking as a solo adventurer, it's kind of difficult for you to take on the ones that give you more bang for your buck.
okay. This tiefling I see, are they a gentleman or a lady?
Gentlemen.
All right. Then I will go up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I finished the task. I'm gonna kind of slide whatever information that I had for the fetch quest over to him
Okay.
and say, here's the paperwork for it."
He looks through it, and sure enough, it's the signed receipt and everything. He goes, "All right, cool." And you watch as he turns around. He slides the stack of gold. He goes, "All right, that was your 10th, your 10th accomplishment point. If I could get you to place your ID."
And I'm going to kind of enthusiastically pull my ID out, and I'm gonna place the ID where it goes.
And you watch as he does the necessary procedure, and it gets associated to your your ID. Is anything else I can help you with?
I mean, I suppose not, unless you know of any more little errands I can do around town.
Well, seeing as you're now at 10 accomplishment points, my suggestion would be to find a party to be able to complete your trial.
That does make sense. I'm at that point. I need to find a group. Oh, I don't know anybody in this city. Do you know anybody? Would you recommend anybody for me?
No, I don't necessarily know anyone in particular. I'm sure that if you want to sit in the area. Oh, wait a second. Nah, I don't think so. Hey.
What don't you think? You know, I'm a very ambitious person. It may be so.
Roll a persuasion.
Come on, get it.
16.
Okay. He goes, well, there is a pretty accomplished group currently in the area right now. I mean, they just came in yesterday, grabbed a set of rewards from completing a guard task. A guard task.
Like they were escorting people, like from one location to another?
A pretty big group of people.
Oh.
I think there were 8 in total.
That's a lot of people. Tell me about these people. Were they interesting? Did any of them look like they knew a lot of things?
I don't know if I could say that there is a lot of people. A couple of them seem knowledgeable.
Oh, well, where did they go? Maybe you can point me in their direction.
I don't know where they were headed per se, but the caravan that they were guarding for a week is at the Drunken Bellows.
The Drunken Bellows? Well, maybe I can go to the Drunken Bellows and I can find somebody who was a part of the caravan, and then they can point me in their direction. And I'm going to say, thanks for the tip. And I'm just going to gather my stuff super enthusiastically, and I'm just going to beeline out and start heading towards the Drunken Bellows.
Okay. For the people at the Drunken Bellows, it's morning.
It's morning.
All right.
Tong's already downstairs eating food.
Yeah, as you get downstairs, Han, you see Eris and Sin sitting at opposite sides of the room, glaring daggers at each other, eating and drinking.
Damn.
Who?
Sin and Eris.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
halt my
boy.
step and be like, well, stealth.
I sent you a message, Havoc.
I'm gonna roll for stealth so I can go get some food.
Okay.
$18 on stealth. This cat wants no part of that.
You watch as you step into the room, and slowly go to do the Homer Simpson back away.
Thing in the bush. Yeah.
And you watch as momentarily, very quickly, Eris glances your direction and then goes back to her staring contest with Sin.
I'm just gonna have like fur start standing in the back of my neck, like I was caught, and I'm still gonna proceed to the bar. He's like, I need food, but no.
Torin, Glaive, Nemea.
Orin is drinking various amounts of water out of a collection of glasses in front of him.
Is this in the hidden back area still?
No, so you know that
Okay, we're in the main tavern area.
You guys have access to the hidden area because, well, you know Eris, you know Morena, and the barkeep answers to, that you know of, answers to Eris and Morena. And so if they give you access and to come and go as you please, you come and go as you please. He is not going to be answering to them, like questioning them.
Thorin has offered the barkeep a silver piece if he can have 18 glasses of water.
He takes it and he looks at it and he goes, puts it in, and it's like slowly goes and starts taking out the all filled?
Half filled.
You watch as very confused on his face as he goes and he takes it from a bucket, he fills it up, and he looks, and for a couple of them he has to pour a little bit of water out, and he just tries to get it close to half as he can.
It's perfect.
You better tip this guy, swear to God.
I gave him a silver piece.
Okay.
Glaive?
So that barkeep just got enough on his plate, considering.
He's looking at you very confused, Torin, but he's not gonna question a guy who pays him a silver piece for water.
Right.
I mean, it's more so that he looks the other way while I'm doing something questionable.
Wow.
You're doing something very questionable, just not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dash, you're muted.
Of course, sorry, thanks. Yeah, so I walk over to the table Torrin's at and just ask him, have you ever been to a beach?
Are you talking to Torin or to the barkeep?
The Torrin, yeah.
Why do you ask?
Just something about all this makes me feel like we're right where the waves meet the sand.
I mean, can't say that I've ever spent much time at a beach, but I don't know. What makes you think that?
There's just a lot going on with them and this whole weird thing that's going on with us.
We feel like maybe we got ourselves a little bit too deep in something we don't understand just by being in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Yep. And unlike a beach, I don't think we can turn around.
Just keep swimming at this point.
I say, control what you can control. And Thorin is going to start playing that same song that he was last night on the glasses.
I love it.
Glaive, you were you there for the first instance of him playing this song?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, he plays it.
And I'm just gonna uh, play it for a minute or two and then just mess around with different tones. I'm assuming you want a performance check.
Yeah. With your proficiency bonus, because
That with proficiency bonus is a 24.
Damn.
you watch as when you start to do this, the barkeep looks and stops what he is doing to the point of orders are backing up for breakfast as he's just entranced
That's why I got
by
my food first.
you playing. And you can see a small little tear come out of his eye as he now
Aw.
understands why you asked for 18 different glasses of water.
For anyone curious, the song that Torin is playing is Toccata. It's by Bach.
All right, come on. Let's see it in real life. Let's go.
I can't play glass harp in real life. I can barely play a bass guitar. Drum set.
I play bass guitar, or used to. Anyway. Probably around this time, Nemea's going to be slowly trudging down the stairs. Hears the music, makes her smile a little bit. She goes and walks up to the barkeep and asks him for food and drink for everyone.
he gives he slides over your drink, and for those who are ordering food and drink, it's 2 coppers.
She's going to pay for it. 2 coppers total or for everyone?
2 coppers per meal.
That's one of the quirky things about being not quite undead. You don't need to eat.
I guess that'll be 2 coppers.
So instead, I just pay a silver for water.
That you don't even drink.
Well, no, I drink
she's
a little bit because I can eat in the rules for the class or for the class.
Yes.
she's gonna order a couple rounds of beer and a meal for herself and just give him a silver.
So, okay. And sure enough, he slides over the food after it's been prepared and everything. And it's pretty decent. You don't get the sense that this is like the greatest breakfast food, but
She's not really
it's
gonna
the Drunken
eat.
Bellows.
She's
You're not here for. Typically, that no one's here for breakfast.
gourmet dining. She's not really gonna eat. She's just trying to keep up appearances. She's not hungry. Is she still dealing with that burning sensation?
Mm-hmm. It has subsided substantially, but it's still there.
Yeah, she's all things considered, she doesn't want food, but she doesn't want questions even more than that. She doesn't want to be fussed over.
I will momentarily be right back if you guys want to talk.
I'm gonna bio break during this.
Do it.
Torin's just in his own world a little bit, but he's gonna look up momentarily in the midst of his playing. And are you familiar with music, Glaive?
Not really. No, I don't think. I don't think music's terribly common anywhere.
I don't know much about my previous life. I don't know when I died or how long I was dead. No, it was a very long time. but I do have some memory of this. Is Han around? Or Hong?
Oh. Hong's in the room, I thought.
What about you, Kat?
Looks like Sakari's muted on by. No,
No, I'm here.
you guys are just what weird. Okay. Oh, it's I'm
I'm
looking at
here.
the wrong screen.
So really, all you can really take out is that Mushi's just in the corner, cowering at the two ladies, eyeing each other like they're going to strangle one another, and I'm eating food at the moment. Before your wonderful and amazing performance of backing up the line.
It's at this point that after food has been somewhat half eaten at this point, and Torin has finished his song and has started messing around with different tones. Dringar comes down. As he motions to the barkeeper for one plate of food and slides over two covers.
Nemea looks up when he comes down, and sure, she doesn't have to motion for him to come and sit with them.
No, he just immediately sits next to you.
She's just been pushing food around on her plate, trying to make it look like she's eating. She has no appetite, so.
Oh. I think your chair went to an orphanage.
I mean, and he looks at him. I'm assuming that was you and your sister's idea.
Yeah, we thought that's what you would want.
No, that would be what I want. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna be muted for a few minutes, you guys. Sorry.
I don't need the money, so it's fine.
Because he doesn't even exist. Blah.
Sen comes up and sits next to Torn.
He's gonna half acknowledge her, look up a little bit. Keep doing what he's doing, but
It's an interesting talent that you have there.
I don't know how long ago it came from.
I couldn't tell you.
But it keeps me here.
Have you had anyone to talk to about that?
Not for a long time.
It's at this point that you see a person kind of hurriedly run through the door. And Eleanor, can you describe your character, please?
Yeah. All right, so Eleanor is a Hades tiefling with two long, curved gray horns that are swooped back low and close to her head. She's got gray, pallid skin that stretches taut over small, delicate features. Her shoulders hang slightly timidly, her frame overall small and fragile. Her hair is pulled back into an unfussy knot with wiry tufts hanging loose around her face. In spite of her almost dreadful appearance, her eyes shined with awe and wonder at all the fascinating things that the world had to offer. Starry-eyed and maybe even a touch naive, Eleanor is ready to. That's not what she looks like. And then she's like 4'10", and she almost gets up to about 5 feet if you include those horns.
So would you say she looks a little sickly?
Sickly by design.
Malnourished?
Not malnourished, not like she's hungry, just a very
She spent a lot of time indoors reading.
pallid. She has a pallid look to her. She does not look like she could catch a tan no matter how much time she spends in the sun, but not in an ice princess kind of way. So I walk in, right? And I'm seeing all of these different people here.
The moment that you walk in, you are hit with a force that is enough to almost drop you to your knees.
Well, she's not gonna fight it. She's gonna fall down. Then she
yes,
does
of
drop
course.
her knees.
I thought that was locked.
The source is very familiar to you, but it's as if it's on a different wavelength.
Can I tell where this is coming from?
Yeah. There's a human at the bar currently sitting with a group of people with fiery red hair. And as you look at her, you see flickers between her, what people perceive her as, and what she actually looks like. And you see tattoos written through on all visible skin that's not covering her body. And then as it shows, it fades, and it shows, and it fades, and then finally it just stays where it's you can't see the tattoos.
You said fiery orb.
It is the thing that I messaged you about. Is it your left or right arm?
Left.
Your left arm in that particular area kind of tingles.
Okay. I'm going to walk straight up to this person. Our house surrounded by people. Are they?
She's at the end of a chain of people, and at her you see a dwarf that is like greasy-ish hair, right? Wearing
Not greasy, distinctly not greasy.
not greasy, but like slicked back.
It looks wet.
Yeah, looks wet. Wearing what leather? Studded leather?
Studded leather, yeah.
Studded leather. Next to him, you see a Warforged. And then next to him, you see an emerald-looking cat, like Tabaxi. And then you see a tiefling from behind. And then you see another dwarf.
Black hair and burgundy.
Looking at this group of people, I'm gonna kind of whisper to myself, I think this is the group. And I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna stand in between, I'm guessing that's Sin and Torin you are referring to here. I don't know their names. And I'm just gonna say, hey, so sorry to bother you, but excuse me.
She looks at. Yes, can I help you?
Okay, so I'd heard from the guild, the one here in town, that there was a group of adventurers, and you guys had recently like finished like a little quest, like get some people from one city to another. Is that you guys?
She looks at Torin.
Why are you asking?
Well, okay, so I'm so sorry to bother you, and you can just tell me no, that's fine. But I'm kind of trying to get out of town, not like in a like hurried way. I'm not being kicked out of town. Actually, I want to go out of town. You see, like the world's like really big, and I want to see it. And I was curious if you guys were going anywhere, and if I could join you.
You got,
Hey,
your,
my name's Eleanor, by the way.
you got your ID on you?
Yeah, and I'm gonna just dig through my bag and pull my ID out. I'm just gonna hand it to Torin.
He's gonna grab it and look at it like he knows what he's looking for.
Okay, and so on it, you see Eleanor Springflight. You see Knowledge Domain Cleric. 4. And then you also see her accomplishment points being that they're at 10.
All right. You a healer by any chance?
I can. Well, I'm gonna look around. You know, the people of this little society here aren't a big fan of the kind of way that I heal. I'm not really a needles and strings and stitches kind of healer.
Torrent's gonna let his eyes flash blue for just a second and just. I don't care how you do it. I just need someone who can keep people alive better than I can.
That was the coolest thing.
Nemea's gonna kind of curl in on herself a little bit on that one.
And I'm gonna suddenly turn to Sin and say, also, you're really cool. What's your name?
Sin.
And I'm gonna lower my voice. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. So can I travel with you guys? I promise I won't get in the way. I won't make a peep. I can be
Slow
really,
down,
really
girlie.
quiet.
And Torrent's gonna look around at the table and. Alright. She says she can keep us alive. She has an idea with the guild. What do you guys think?
Is the guild already looking to replace one of our party? Nemea's
What-
trying not to be angry, but
What prompted you to come find us?
Well, I was talking to the person that did the thing where he gave me the gold after I did my little quest because I got one little receipt thing moved from one end of town to the other. I was really good at it. I did it in a timely manner. And I asked him if he knew of any other jobs I could do, and he suggested I find a party of people to work with. And I asked him if he knew of anybody, and I asked him very nicely, and he suggested you guys.
The description that she gives you is the pale blue tiefling that you helped you with your receipt yesterday.
Alright. Nemea, I don't think the guild knows yet. I don't think they're trying to replace Zevlin. I think they're
Nemea,
just
what
trying
a
to help.
pretty name.
I think they're just trying to help this girl get her stuff done. They've got some interesting timing this time. Glaive, what do you think?
She reminds
not
me of
gonna be
Sally.
biased.
Yeah, she reminds me of Sally. I don't know if she should get involved with us.
Who's Sally?
A friend.
Oh,
Hong? I think the two of you'd be best friends.
I just looks up and is like, eh. And he goes back to eating food.
I mean, I can be a pretty good friend. And you all look
She
like a
doesn't
really.
scare me like the other two, so maybe.
Oh, you don't scare me either. I think you're kind of cute.
It's at this time that Eris steps up and, well, just know that if you're going to go out and you watch as she plucks the ID, Eleanor's, because Torrin still has it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she plucks it out of Torrin's hand and goes, well, I'm assuming that they sent you because, well, you're at 10, you need to rank up. And she hands it back to Eleanor.
I grab it. I'm going to start kind of putting it back in my stuff. Yeah.
And trials aren't the greatest for solo. And this would be a good experience for you guys.
At worst, we can help her out.
Alright. Fine. Just know that if you start acting like the cat, I'm
Oh, well, I don't really necessarily act like a cat. I don't have a lot of experience with cats. I think my mother had a mild cat allergy, so growing up, we never really got to have one. So no, I won't be able to act like a cat. And I'm gonna turn to Hong and say, but if you wanted to tell me everything there is to know about cats, I want to hear all about it. I hear you guys are fascinating creatures.
And you hear as Eris is walking away,
I
and
was waiting till
underneath her breath, you get more like a scaredy cat.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Alright. It was Eleanor, right?
Yep, my name is Eleanor Springfight. What was your name?
Orin.
Nice to meet you, Torin. And I got that you said that one was named Glaive and that one was named Nemea, which is such a pretty name, by the way. And what was? And I'm gonna kind of look at Sin. What was your name
Sin.
again? Okay,
Mr.
you're really
DM.
cool.
That is the second time that you have said that.
Mr. DM.
Yes.
Does Nemea trust this bright young thing?
Roll me an insight.
I was about to say the same thing.
That's a 19 on the die.
Uh,
Plus 2, 21.
Eleanor, roll me a investigation at advantage. Yeah, you don't get any sense of malice or anything.
14.
14.
What is
14.
she investigating?
That was my advantage.
So you get a smell of I'm trying to think of the word. Give me a second.
Brimstone?
Not brimstone.
Decay.
Not decay.
Give him a minute,
It's-
guys.
It's
Yeah, it could
more
be
along
one
the lines of an ignition source, a spark.
Okay.
Ozone?
Yep.
Kinda, but
Probably.
not really.
Okay.
And where do I
You-
get this smell from?
From the
You
mail.
can't smell those, Sakari. I'm kidding. Hormones.
You would know what this smell is.
What is the smell?
This smell is the same thing, and along with the smell, you also see the same symptoms that you dealt with years ago. What is it, 2-3 years ago, when you first took your oaths to be a cleric, and you were
Okay.
gifted that of your deity, the powers of your deity that are granted to you by your deity.
And I'm gonna kind of look at Nemea and just kind of be like, I'm sorry if I'm rubbing you the wrong way a little bit. I'm just enthusiastic. It seems
Well,
like
after that insight, Nemea's like, okay, yeah, I can trust her.
Are you saying this in common?
yeah, I'd be speaking in common
you
with
would
everyone.
you would also associate this to the other language that you know.
Which of the 10?
10?
I forgot. Planar. Planar.
Planar. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna just bop into Planar and I'm just going to say, it seems like you've got a lot going on.
Nemea doesn't speak planar, does she?
Nemea doesn't quite fully understand Planar, but Torin, Glaive, Sin, and Hong and Eris all know it.
Laser point on Eleanor.
Yeah, right.
And
Nemea just, like,
you watch
Our
as
head.
the moment that you start speaking in this language, all heads turn towards you.
No, Torin doesn't look. He just
Okay.
under his
Hong
breath
just,
just
I'm just
In
not seeing
planar,
food.
oh, girlies have surprises.
Then in plainer, I'm just gonna say, oh, that got attention from everybody except the one I expected.
How'd you learn that language?
Nemea's just kind of like got her head cocked, like, the fuck's going on, guys?
Gonna go back to common and say, sorry, you lot are all full of surprises. Oh, I can't wait to get to know each and every one of you.
Azgaar, you're muted.
Sweet kid. Nemea's gonna say, "You seem like a sweet kid."
Oh, well, thanks. That's what my mother and father always say. They always say that I'm just such a sweet girl, but I'm more than just a sweet girl. I'm very capable. I've been very good at all of the errands that I've been having to do, and I promise.
Nemea just starts like chewing on the inside of her mouth, like fucking parents. Parents
But I
from
promise,
a well-adjusted family.
I promise I will be such a wonderful contribution to the group. And is there an empty chair anywhere?
Next to Sin.
I'm gonna just go to the empty chair, and I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna put my hands in my lap, and I'm just gonna kind of catch a bubble and
The
be
moment
quiet.
that you sit, you get a black fur tabaxi leaning on the counter next to you, just staring like at the, like. So you're sitting, and she's like leaning, facing towards you, and be like, "All right." And in planar, she's going to explain.
Am I supposed to order something to sit? I'll take a coffee. Do you guys sell coffee?
No. Explain.
Above table, what do I know of my planar speaking?
It was gifted to you by your deity
The 3 years ago.
3 years ago as you was taking your oaths. He
Okay.
also gifted you and gave you your spark, and you dealt with the symptoms that Nemea is currently dealing with.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When he says explain, and like, explain for reals, I'm like, oh,
You would also know that it would be tied to the tattoo that is on your left arm.
I'm just going to say, oh, well, I mean, 3 years ago, I began to, began following my deity, my patron deity, and I'm learning all the things there is to know, and that includes this language. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting almost everybody here to speak it. In fact, the one person I was expecting, doesn't speak it.
Does Nemea know that everyone's talking about her?
Roll me
Perception?
an intelligence check.
Well, fuck me. Just a straight intelligence?
Yes.
Nat 20, motherfucker. On the dragon eye die.
Nice.
So it's more of as the more and more of this language is getting spoken, you're starting to make connections and being able to understand it more. And as this conversation is progressing, you're starting to pick up a good portion of the conversation at this point.
This is like Octo in Japanese. I understand more than I speak.
You don't quite understand how to speak it, but you can understand it.
Yeah.
Facial gestures.
Not the stocks, sultry.
Yeah.
Not the stocks.
It's so funny. It's so good.
So, actually, if I could ask for explanation from all of you, how do all of you here, except for that one, Nemea, which is a pretty name, by the way, how...
Is this in common or planar?
I'll speak in common for Nemea's benefit. How do all of you... Why are you all here?
Been asking myself that for about 12 hours now.
Define here.
Well, I mean, all together.
I go where this one goes, and she jerks her thumb at Drengar. And honestly, at this one too. And jerks her thumb at the other dwarf at the table.
I'm gonna look at Drangar and say, "Oh, my apologies. I don't believe I caught your name."
Drengar. I need you, in specific, Eleanor, to roll me a history check.
Oh.
I dropped it in the trash by accident. Give me a second.
Ooh. Also, thanks for the dice, fish, and noodles. They're working really well for me. Really well.
Oh yeah.
There's a 19 and a 20 on the die, the last two rolls.
23.
100% loaded it.
23
Yeah, 23.
Their
I have a
name-
plus 7.
fucking screams in your mind. Because you're well versed in the knowledge of the different barony systems and who currently rules and who's currently in charge. And, well, Drengar's not a very common name for a dwarf, and you know that Jax Drengar is the current leader of the general, which you have. Your barony has some pretty moderate ties to the general.
So I know that there is a Drengar who is a general of which baron?
So each baron has their own coined name,
Okay.
whereas Grisana Springflight is the Tempest. Jack Stringar is the general.
Okay.
Did you say Springflight,
Yes, I did.
Havoc? Okay.
Jack Drengar is the general, so I'm actually looking at the world info thing.
Actually, as a did
She introduced
Did
herself
El-
by her full name.
She did.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask. So how many of us should roll history checks?
Actually, due to your history and your knowledge, Torn wouldn't be well versed. Glaive wouldn't be well versed. The only one who would be well versed. I mean, you can roll if you want.
I'd be well versed in history.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Longwood.
look at Drengar, and I'm gonna say, Drengar, do you by any chance have any relationship to Jack Drengar?
Would Nemea have any idea what the fuck they're talking about? Would Nemea know about the barons?
Roll me an history check, Nemea. Because you would be a little bit well versed, more than Torn and Glaive.
Not great. Well, not terrible. 17.
No. Not particularly. You would know
On a
them.
17?
Yeah. I set the
I wouldn't
DC.
know about the barons.
I said, well, so that's what I was saying is you wouldn't know them by their first names.
Yeah, but I would know about the barons.
You would know about the barons, and you would know them specifically by their coined names.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
fine.
like
That's all I
common
wanted
knowledge.
to know.
That is the common knowledge.
Okay, gotcha.
But on a 17, what beyond that would I know?
You would not be able to tie Jack Strengar to the coined name of the general.
And she just said Jack Strengar.
Yeah,
out
she
loud.
just said Jack Strengar.
Does
And
Nemea know her Drengar by anything other than Drengar?
no.
That's gonna be fucking weird.
So, Eleanor, what was the question that you asked specifically?
I'm gonna say, Drengar, do you by any chance have any relationship to Jack Drengar? I'm kind of saying it more almost joking.
She has us a lot of questions, doesn't she?
You watch as he looks at you, deadpans, and then just drains his drink, and then just like it is clear that he is trying to avoid that conversation.
I gotta do a self
That's a yes.
Well, I won't further pry, Oh, my insatiable thirst for knowledge is in pain right now, though. Okay.
And it's like obvious to everyone at the table, right? That he's avoiding answering.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be. And like,
He rolled a 2 on his
hey, kid.
deception.
Hey,
Torin's
like-
gonna.
Nemea says, hey, kid. Like I said, you seem real sweet. Just feel out the group for a little bit, okay?
I have so many questions.
And some of them get answered in time, but we just met, okay?
Torin is just gonna stop for a second and smile a little bit as he takes a small drink of the water cup to tune it. And in Dwarvish says, "Girlie's full of surprises."
Nemea, I think, speaks Dwarvish. Yeah, she does. She's gonna respond. I don't even know where to begin. In Dwarvish, she says, I don't even know where to begin.
Hongwushi's just gonna chuckle.
Oh, it's like one of the few languages I don't know. So I'm going to look at Torin and say, what language was that?
What language are you asking in?
I'm asking in common.
Let's see, is he feeling like being a dickhead now?
Do it!
Hey,
Paste
fish.
the newbie!
Yes, he's
You
feeling like being a
you
dickhead,
know
so he's going to respond in Infernal. He's going to say Dwarvish.
Nemea also
Can
understands
you teach me
Infernal.
Dwarvish? I would love to get to learn Dwarvish, and I'm gonna say it back to you in Infernal.
Nemea just snorts into her drink.
I've always wanted to learn Dwarvish, I've just not had the time yet. Between learning Abyssal, Celestial, Common Sign Language, Deep Speech, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Primordial, there's just not been time. Can you teach me?
We'll see.
Is there a language you want to know? I can speak 10.
Well, you speak most of the ones I know in Dwarvish, she says this.
So Hongwushi's just gonna say, I wish I knew how to speak that many, but in Orcish.
What
Nemea
language was
just winks at
that?
him.
Hongwushi's gonna go back to his desk just chuckling.
And Torin's just going to put his hand on his face and realize that he has taken on another highly energetic
Another
responsibility.
fledgling for the flow fold.
And
That's okay.
he's gonna go back to just playing with the cups.
Nemea's still pushing her food around her plate.
I am going to. I'm not going to speak for once. I'm just going to stare in awe while Torin plays with the cup.
He's gonna start playing something that sounds along the lines of the Davy Jones theme from Pirates.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh,
That was not a great performance check. That was only a 15.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
it's serviceable.
It sounds a little dingy, but you can get the sense of what it is.
It's
I
a
make it
pirate
good.
song. It's Gingy's fine.
Nobody here has heard music, so
All right. So in comparison to
Wait,
his earlier
there's no
performance, I think that's
music here?
good enough.
there's no bards, so there's probably very
There's no
little
bards.
music.
There's minstrels that play in taverns.
There's music, just not bards.
They don't count. No, I'm just kidding.
Playing music the way that Torin is playing it is very much
Unusual.
uncommon.
He's dropping rare loot, you guys.
Pretty much.
Actually, Havoc would be able to answer this, but I don't think anybody at this table, aside from Torin, would even have thought about this before.
About what? The water cups?
Glass harps, yeah.
Yeah, it's enchanting. I'm gonna mute for a minute.
No, and even then, when you mentioned it to me, I had to look it up.
They're pretty cool.
Well, seeing as it's been decided, you guys should probably go to the guild hall to figure out what the trial is.
You're not wrong.
Fong Mushi, remembering his little quest towards the guild hall last night, is going to basically feline step and book it to the guild hall all of a sudden.
It's
Can
like
I make a
fucking
dex check?
Roadrunner with the dust kicked up.
Pretty much. And he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot."
Roll.
I guess he's excited.
One thing he wanted to do last night was that guy met with a lot of blood, guts, and gore.
Let's see. Dex on its own, that was a 17.
Hong, what's your AC?
Ooh, can I do? No, that wouldn't technically be a situation. Damn. It's not an attack roll, sadly.
Nope.
Sure.
No,
AC's
not-
only 4.
Okay, so I need a contested strength versus acrobatics or strength versus strength.
That's all right.
Oh, you're definitely not catching me this time.
That is a 21 on my strength.
That is a 23 in acrobatics.
Oh, so Torn, you watch as you get the familiar signs that Hong is about to book it yet again. And this time, as you go to grab him and scruff him like you normally do, you watch as he kind of like anticipates it and sidesteps and then starts to go. And he's gone.
God damn it, cat.
120 feet per second. Gone.
Where is
Nemea
it
just-
to? What just happened?
Nemea just laughs and a string of curses and dwarvish just emanate from her under her breath. Like, fucking cat piece of shit motherfucker.
As you're running, I need you to roll me a d20. Just straight.
Oh no.
15.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Yes. Still gone.
He must be excited to help.
Well,
Well, he
He's
did have a
gone.
mission. Yeah, he did have a mission at the guild hall and was going to do it last night, but some things happened.
we can hope that he's headed the same place we are. Anyone opposed to going now?
Let's get going.
All right. And Torrent's gonna get up, tidy up his water cups, and put them on the bar, and start walking out the door.
I'm gonna skip and like walk right behind him, and I am skipping.
You watch as Drinkar and Sin opt to stay at the bar.
Oh, right, Drengar, did you give Sin her share?
Wait, say again?
Oh, right, Drengar, did you give Sin her share? Because he was holding on to it.
Drinkar was?
Or sorry, Torin, not Drengar. My bad.
Torrent wasn't holding on to it either.
Who was? Somebody had it.
I think the guild hall did.
Oh, unsure.
Want me to find out?
Torrent's walking that way. Anyone who wanted to follow him is able to follow him. He's doing his best to ignore the bubbling over with excitement that is happening around him.
While walking there, I'm gonna kind of say to Torin, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, so your name was Torin, right?
Yep.
Are you a dwarf?
Yep.
You don't look quite like all of the normal dwarves I've seen. What kind of dwarf are you?"
I'm gonna go
Dead
use the
one.
restroom. I'll be right
Wait.
back.
You're
Did,
dead?
did you say a dead one? Yes.
You,
that
you're
was the-
dead? That's so cool. How are you living since you're dead? Tell me all about it.
Well, I'm not dead anymore.
Oh, so you're undead.
No,
Revive?
no,
Are you a vampire?
no.
Huh. What are you?
I wish I could give you a better answer.
Oh, man, that's so unfortunate that you don't even know what your own identity is. We should find out what your identity is.
Torin is going to go sit and just keep walking.
Nemea just kind of cackles,
Roll,
like
Eleanor, roll me-
bitterly, and just
roll-
keeps walking.
roll me an investigation. I feel like I'm going to be asking this a lot between this and history.
I got a 13 on that.
So, you would know about Death Knights in particular and how they are and how they work and how they're made.
Okay.
But you don't quite
Okay.
associate Torin to being a Death Knight.
Okay. After Torin gives the clear signal that he's done talking about it, I'm going to skip up to wherever Nemea is. I'm going to say, "Hi, what was your name?"
You ask an awful lot of questions, kid.
Sorry.
Not great on the retention, are you?
You are all some of the coolest people I've seen in a while. I'm gonna kind of like narrow my eyes a little. I'm sorry, this town is just full of a bunch of weirdos that are all weird about like, and I'm going to kind of
I don't.
do a little motion without doing the magic of like a cantrip.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you could say we're a little, magic touched.
Yeah, it's cool. So why don't your wings match?
Her wings
Hey,
are not.
girly.
Her wings are
Oh,
covered.
they're covered. Okay,
Yeah.
then why
Yeah, I don't
don't
think-
them.
Okay, why don't your eyes
Nemea doesn't
match?
walk around with them displayed. So what was the question?
Why don't your eyes match?
And Torin's gonna cut in. Hey, girly. I know you're super curious about everything and all of us. We're gonna have time to get to know each other. But
Is it time for me to catch a bubble? And she's just gonna
Did you say catch the bubble?
catch a bubble.
Jesus fucking Christ! I couldn't hate this character if I wanted to.
And she's gonna undo her bubble for a second and say, "That's what Mom and Dad always told me when I was asking too many questions." Oh, right.
and Torin's just gonna, under his breath, that's a neat trick.
I need to try that on Sally.
Hey Mo. Nemea's gonna like just shoot Torin a grateful look and keep walking, like trying to leave this girl in the dust because she doesn't want to deal with this conversation.
Octo is incapable of hating this character. But
She
Nemea is
does-
feeling
Octo.
Nemea doesn't hate her, but
But
she has very poor timing and seems to have no tact. And Nemea with that investigation earlier, Nemea knows this is just some feckless kid who's just rolled up on this group, has no idea what they've just fucking been through, and is not going to be a bitch to her about it. But just is going to avoid certain things for now. Exactly, Dash. She's like, hey, let me just rub this rock salt into this open wound that's still bleeding.
She just thought it was really cool that your eyes were different colors.
Normally, under any other circumstance, that would be a totally innocent question.
Yep.
So, Nemea's not going to make a thing out of it. She's just going to avoid it for now.
The walk takes roughly 5 minutes to get to. I'd say 10. 10 minutes to get from the Drunken Bellows to the Guild Hall.
And as we walk in, do we see Mushi?
Yeah.
Ooh, perfect timing.
It looks like he has been there for a bit.
Hey, cat boy.
What?
Hold
You
on
ever
a
heard
minute.
of sticking with the group?
Hold on a minute.
Not with that big ball of energy. Mm-mm.
And Torrent's gonna walk up to Mushi and
Yeah,
put a
he
hand
says
on his
that in
shoulder.
Orcish,
And
obviously.
he's just
What-
gonna. We need to work on things.
Ooh, what kind of things? Do you want to work out? Let's go work out. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Jesus fuck.
You know that too, actually. But you need to quit running off.
I can't do that. That's kind of that's only half of my species, brother.
Let's get our new job, and then we can work out tonight.
I'm gonna be.
Nemea's just gonna grin and say, "I sense punishment in your future, cat boy."
Promise.
Timeout corner.
I mean, I've been trying not to say horny jail, but you know.
Oh, my cat's
Timeout.
not horny. He just enjoys punishment.
You know how many times I've avoided saying the jokes that come to mind because I'm trying to play a character?
That's why I put mine.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing my character. It's fine. I'll take over for both of us.
Also, out of character, you can take that however you want to, so it was appropriate.
As you guys step in, you see the pale blue tiefling that Eleanor you talked to earlier, and Torin you guys talked to yesterday. And there's not currently any not currently in the line for anything.
Doran's gonna walk up and just walk straight up to him and told this one made a certain kind of job, and he's gonna point towards Eleanor.
And just gonna kind of wave.
I'm glad to see that she found you in a somewhat surprisingly timely fashion. Yes.
You recommended the perfect group.
She is up for her trial to the next rank. And doing those solo is a little difficult. And so I recommended if you guys were to complete it, she would rank up and you guys would meet the trial status for your rank up, but the moment that you hit your mounted points.
All right. What do we need to do?
He goes, well, and he pulls out three sets of three papers in front of him, face down, and he goes, all right, pick one.
Go for the middle.
Torrent's gonna look over to Eleanor. Well, we're doing this for you, so your choice.
It's very much appreciated. I really and I'm gonna look at the papers. Is there anything on the papers?
The moment that you like go to flip one over, he's like, that's part of the challenge is not knowing what. One's an escort quest, one's a kill, and one's a dungeon dive. That's all I can say.
I'm gonna do the any, mini, miny, mo thing. I'm gonna go any, mini, miny, mo. Catch a beholder by its toe. If it stuns you, let it go. My mom said I'm really sweet, and I will pick this one. And I'm gonna point to the middle one.
Okay. You pick the middle one. Give me a second.
Please don't let me dungeon dive.
I need to look up my. It's the dungeon dive.
Motherfucker!
I'm just saying, Orcish, this is why I came early.
He goes, so dungeon dive, exactly what it sounds. This particular dungeon has a undead nature. There's at the end of it there should be a special undead that you'll know it when you see it. Bring
That
proof
sounds like
that you
a
killed it, and well, it's yours.
This sounds like a wonderful challenge. You guys will help me with this?
I guess we already agreed to.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Torin looks visibly unhappy with the selection.
The same string of dwarvish curses is heard emanating from Nemea's direction.
I had it set. I even wrote down what they were. Middle was going to be the dungeon dive.
Middle is always chaos. Always.
Okay. I would recommend arming up over there. And Torin, your name was?
Yep.
Well, with our conversation, I noticed yesterday. I pulled some strings.
Torin's gonna perk up a little bit, just a little bit, and oh, really?
You're the only one capable of effectively using this thing. It's gonna cost you, but it will most likely be worth it.
What's it gonna cost?
Half your life.
1,000 gold. I'm not going to handle the figures. That would be, and he points over to the shop area of the guild hall.
All right. Torin's gonna. Well, are you able to tell me what it is, or do you want me to go over there?
I think it'd be best if you just saw it. Just mention that I sent you.
All right. Torin's gonna walk over.
Okay. There's a little bit of a line as people are going through, and you can see that. Roll me perception.
That is an 8.
You just see a long line of people, and not like super long, but more than you would think. Would be people who trying to get normal just items from a shop.
So he doesn't have the weapon, does he?
No, not yet.
Nemea's gonna walk up when she thinks nobody's looking and just buy it.
Wait, no. Octo,
No?
no. He doesn't.
Oh, you said it had to be handled otherwise. Never mind. Sorry, I missed that part. I'm like in and out.
You're fine. It's understandable. Glaive, Hong, Eleanor, Nemea, what are you guys doing? You watch as Torin handled a little bit of matters, got the information needed, and then started his way towards
Say Hong came here for the shop anyway, so he's gonna work his way that direction.
Hong, you would know why this line is long.
Okay.
It's the only area to get magic items in this town.
Yeah.
You've already been told this by
Liz or Riz?
Liz and Riz.
Yeah,
Liz and Riz.
Liz and Riz. Yep. Liz and Riz. Wonderful people. Wonderful people. I'm just gonna curse on my breath, and Orcish like, man, this is why I wanted to come early.
I like the guild generally doesn't have much else to offer other than a kind of common room, right? Like it's the guild business,
Guild
effectively
business, the
banking, and
the
magic
board, the
shop.
banking, the shop, and you would know that there is like a somewhat small-ish type of tavern that you would know for the like, people gather, like groups gather, was they wait for other compatriots so that way you're ready to go take on a mission or whatever.
Okay. Glaive will probably go over to the board and just kind of look to see if anything catches interest as just useful information.
Okay. Roll me a d20 and then roll me a d4.
All right, that is a 15 and a 1.
Okay. So as you're looking through, you are just taking like quick notes and stuff. You do see a notice about an undead rising in Tinkerton, near the area of Tinkerton.
Okay.
And like that's when it picks your attention to be like, all right, oh, what?
That would.
As the lion gets to Eleanor, Eleanor, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go find somewhere to like sit and just pull out one of my like casual books that I have and read it and just kind of stay out of the way.
I forgot to mention that because you are a solo. I will work with you in the background. I forgot two very important things. One being that because you registered as a solo adventurer, you would have two magic items that were given to you.
Okay.
One is a potion, and one is a bag.
Okay.
The bag being a bag of holding.
Okay.
Ooh, we have 2 bag of holdings. More
More sand. Oh, more
Would
more,
it
more dirt.
be
More sand.
reasonable?
Exactly. More
Would
sand.
it be reasonable to say though that I've got like a handful of inconsequential like fiction, nonfiction books just
Yeah.
chilling out in the bag?
Yeah.
So yeah, Eleanor's just gonna go like seat herself out of the way and read a book out of the way.
As you go to step away, the tiefling goes, Eleanor, can I have a moment?
Yes, of course. And I'm gonna go up to him and say, yes, what do you need?
So, seeing as you registered as a solo, and you're now being picked up as a group, you can keep the bag, but I am going to need that potion that we gave you.
Oh yes, of course. And I'm gonna pull the potion out of the bag and hand it to him. Sorry about that. I
He's
forget
gonna-
formalities.
He's going to set it aside, and he's like, no worries, I forgot myself too. If you ever do decide to go back to being solo, and he writes down a writ, and he's like, take this. It'll help you get your potion back.
Okay.
But we only allot one potion per group.
Oh, that
And
that makes sense.
You would know that this potion being is the potion of circumstance.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to hold on to something I wasn't due to hold on to, and I'm just gonna like, grab the thing he handed, the paperwork he handed me.
These are in high demand, so any time that a party has two is we either ask them nicely or confiscate it.
Oh, well, I would rather not be confiscated. So yeah, you can just have it. And I'm just gonna like turn and walk as far away from that person because Eleanor feels all embarrassed, and so she's gonna go find somewhere to sit out of his line of sight.
You get the feeling that with the way this hall is set up, it's as if the stands and the booths and the corners all have line of sight to various areas. So that way, you know, security measures, they can act if need.
She's gonna go where she feels out of sight. She's
Okay.
gonna have her back turned and pull a book out, and she's gonna read it.
Talk about the feeling.
How she feels.
Is this a book that you picked up in your travels?
Yeah, just some sort of inconsequential book that she'd have.
In a language that she knows or not?
Would she have in her inventory a book in a language she doesn't know?
I'm assuming Eleanor probably would.
Okay, then yeah, it'll be a book in a different language.
Particularly because of the magic item that her parents gifted her on her way as she was stepping out into the world.
Yeah, all right, then it'll be a book and do halflings have their own language?
They do, I think.
Uh,
It's just not used as much, I think, around others.
unsure, but I know gnomes have theirs.
Gnomes
Yeah, I know
do have
gnomes do.
theirs.
But I don't know that halflings have actually have
I think
Halflings
they're
do.
Sylvan.
So halfling language, which was properly called Luiric or Luringol, Luiric.
Give me a second.
Is what I'm seeing from Forgotten Realms wiki.
Oh, halflings do have their own language. It's called like in 5e. It's called halfling.
It's just halfling.
So
then
I will probably change it to Luiric.
Okay. If she was able to have a book in halfling language that she could read with her bookmark, she would read that.
Okay.
Very rare language, it says.
Roll me 2d20.
I rolled high. 30.
So 15.
Okay.
And then now roll me a learning the language at advantage.
Okay. So it's just is this like the way Fish does it?
Yeah, it's the exact same way as Fish does it, but you have advantage and you do it in half the time.
Okay. I rolled an 11 on that, so I take a mark off of the 15 down to 14?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically because you were using the bookmark.
Okay.
And speaking of, did I? Oh yeah, I already posted the bookmark. Torin, you've waited patiently. It's now your turn in line.
Yeah. Torin's gonna walk up, and I was sent over here by him for a special item.
Who's him?
Torin's like gesturing to the guy at the other counter.
He looks. Oh, are you Torin?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Yeah. He goes through. And he slides a bag towards you.
Torin's gonna open the bag.
You open the bag. You pull out great axe. And specifically, what you see with this great axe is it looks like a great axe with the exception of 6 strings that are lined from the handle to the center of the axe. you get the sense that this weapon also functions as a musical instrument.
I like this.
The moment that you pull it out of the bag disappears.
All right. So what am I looking at?
Yeah, so this, considering that, I don't know why Elrix decided to pull this out of the back, but, it's a weapon not currently really usable by anyone. It's,
Yeah, I can see why.
it's, if you believe the stories, it was once a legendary weapon wielded by the greatest barbarian known to exist.
I'm sorry, you said barbarian?
Yes, I said barbarian. Exactly as it sounds.
I like this weapon.
There is a bit of a hefty price tag attached to it, though.
And what is that?
We have it set at 1,000.
If I show you why it was pulled out of the back, can I talk you down?
Roll a persuasion. At advantage because he's curious.
That is a 22.
He goes, okay. Yeah, all right. Let's see what you can do.
Let's see. Does Torin get advantage on the performance as well?
Not advantage, but you do get to add your bonus because of your musical instruments and this falling under a certain category.
Get it, Music Man.
That is a 17.
Okay. And sure enough, you take a couple swings with this great axe. It feels a little hefty in your hand. You're not really used to two-handed weapons, but as the more you use it, and as you're taking swings, you're strumming the side of the strings and releasing metal twangs, and it slowly is a little bit more practice. You get a general sense that he can tell you there's music playing from it. He doesn't understand what kind of music, but it's usable. And he goes, oh, well, I stand corrected. All right. So how much are you looking to pay?
You've got it set at 1,000 for a reason, so let me talk you down to 700. Very clearly looking to haggle a little bit.
$900.
$750.
Roll a persuasion.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But I need you to take good care of it. And in such cases, if you happen to die, it comes back to us.
If I end up back in the dirt, it'll come back.
he looks at you and he goes. A realization hits his face and goes, "Fuck, you're one of those. Damn it." And he goes, "Fine, deal, whatever." And he slides over the information that is associated to the item. And he hands you the weapon that's known as Power Cord.
I bet it is.
All
Oh,
right.
no, you want to hear the actual item description of this weapon, Sky? It's hilarious.
Yes, yes,
I
would
couldn't,
love to.
I couldn't,
Curiosity's got me way too peaked.
I couldn't not have a little fun with this. It's going in the items page.
Oh, of course, the name. Of course. Of course you had to.
Of course I had to. So for those of you, it's the item description is Power Cord, a magical weapon was once the favored weapon of the legendary barbarian Slash, who was both greatly feared and admired.
Goddamn right.
And then it does a little bit of extra functions that literally only Torin can use.
Anyone can pluck at strings and swing an axe, but
But can you really
only a
make
bard
those
can
strings
use it.
pop? That's what it comes down to.
It does require attunement.
Does attunement take 1 hour or 24 hours for you?
1 hour.
So Torin's gonna take it and go sit down near where Ellie is, and he's just gonna sit there and strum on it, and probably the safest place for him to just be randomly playing music.
Ellie or Eleanor?
Eleanor, not Ellie.
Okay. Different player, different character.
What did you say?
Ellie's not here.
Torin's been
doesn't
calling her
exist
girly,
here.
so
Hung, you're next.
Yeah, I get to see how much money I don't have for something.
Didn't you guys get paid from the last job?
Mhm.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
about 1,500.
Okay.
Yes. My notes were wrong.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, I was wondering if you had any stocks of boots of speed.
Give me a second. Boots of speed?
Yes.
Let me check. I don't know. Not currently. Not at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you then. Thank you for your time. Yeah, I was gonna with head down like dang it and walk away.
Glaive, were you in
Good luck
line?
for that. No.
Nemea? What were you
Yeah.
doing?
Just kind of observing and like draws her the handle of her falchion. I don't think I'll need anything else, and she summons the packed weapon. Does a little flourish and puts it away.
Crap, it looks a little weird.
I see that look on your face.
Eleanor, yeah. Torin, you go and sit with Eleanor.
I'm sitting nearby you.
Okay. All right. So, what is everyone doing after?
Mushi's fur is gonna rise again, and he's gonna feline speed back out the door.
Hey, Torin, the cat ran off.
He'll be back, or he'll be at the bar.
It's not wrong.
We'll find him. I'm not worried.
What's that thing you have there?
It's an axe.
Oh, are you a lumberjack?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit there and play music.
I'm going to, again, watch and just look like absolutely mesmerized by the music.
You never seen someone playing music before?
Oh no, I've seen music here and there, but it's just so pretty.
All right.
How did you learn to do music? Since I don't know, do you alive dead people like learn music in graveyards or something?
He's going to chuckle a little bit, and he's going to attempt to play something he's never played before. Something dark and haunting. And just smile for a minute while he does it, and then no, I think I learned how to do this a very long time ago.
Oh. Oh yes. You're a dwarf, so you live to be like what, 350?
I'm, let's see, somewhere between 60 and 600.
Oh. You don't know how old you
I mean, in some sense, yes. In some sense, no.
are? I don't think I follow.
That's all right.
Okay.
And he's gonna go quiet again.
Eleanor catches a bubble.
So,
Dave, Maya.
yeah, I was gonna say. So after checking on the board and seeing catching that bit and storing it away, gonna probably head back over to where Torum and Eleanor have ended up and just kind of observe Eleanor and listen to what Torin's doing with his new toy.
I look at Glaive, bubble caught in mouth, and I like smile at him with the bubble like
Definitely like Sally.
Maya.
Havoc, looks like you got a message from Octo.
Oh. Alright.
Looks like Nemea's going shopping.
Yep.
Okay. As you get through the line, the mayor, the clerk asks you if anything you're looking for.
She's gonna
Octo, are you okay?
Fish, was there not somebody from your
There
life
was.
back with that name?
There was.
Interesting. Because I've had that song stuck in my head for the last hour.
All right.
Anyway. Interesting.
I picked the name Eleanor because it sounded bookish.
Fair. Yep. Excuse me.
Sorry, technical difficulties. We're like power's been flickering and stuff.
Mm.
So,
All right.
as everyone gathers and sits down, you have a plan, you have a course of action. How are you guys?
No, Torin's making sure all of his ducklings are in a row. And he's gonna.
Ducklings.
Mhm. Well, it's better than the other word he was thinking of for him.
Herding cats?
No, I was gonna say fuckheads. He's gonna make sure they're all good and prepared. He's gonna check in, see if anyone has potions, if like healing capabilities, making sure everyone is where they want to be for this, and then check a map and say, I think it's about time we started moving.
So, you get the sense as you look for the map. It's about a day and a half travel away from the town.
All right. Everyone good to go?
I'm so
Lucy
ready.
poked it out the door.
Kong, what are you doing?
I'm running over to the Liz and Riz shops.
Okay. What are you doing at Liz and Riz?
First, I want to stop by Riz himself and say, "What's up?" and thank you for the information, as a kind, polite kanji that I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna head over to Liz's shop for some potions.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Liz, it's Riz in the potion shop.
No, I have Riz in the equipment and Liz in the potion shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. It's yeah.
Yes, reverse.
No, because it's Liz is the the leather worker, and Riz is the Liz is the leather worker, and Riz is the apothecary.
Oh, I wrote down the female Liz is the potions and Riz was the equipment.
The shops' names are opposite.
Yes. And I wrote down the person that was in charge of the shops.
It's always been like Liz's Skins and Shit is the name of the shop, and Riz.
Oh, I go to the potion shop basically.
They take turns bouncing back and forth between the shops.
So today is Riz and tomorrow's Liz.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's going to be interesting.
They really like fucking with their.
I'm gonna have to write that note down. I'm gonna have to kind of like track the days of how long we're gone.
No, I just know in particular that because Liz's Skins and Shit has been one of the reoccurring shops in my
That
campaigns.
makes sense. All right.
I just loved the name way too fucking much.
Right. I love it too. So I'm gonna go into this potion shop. I'm gonna say, "Hi, how you been? Thanks for the information again. I think your husband, or in this case, your wife, at that point."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go and buy some potions of the more higher tier variety than the normal standard.
Okay, what are you looking
Since
for?
I can buy what I wanted. What was it? Was it greater potion? I think. I guess the one above standard.
Yes, there were 2 of those.
Yeah, I was gonna go back and see if they still had those in stock and see if I could buy 2 of those.
Yes, we do.
Well, can I get 2 of those, please, and thank you.
Yes, 125 a piece.
That he's gonna reach in the bag of holding, pull out 125 gold, and then take the potions and put them in the bag.
125 a piece.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So 125, so 250. Yep.
And she takes the gold and slides the 2 potions. Anything else?
Nope, that was it. And also, thank you for the information. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm gonna head back out the door.
Okay. Where are you headed to now?
I'm gonna head back to the guild hall. See what everybody else is doing since I Mach 7 booked it out the door because I wanted to make sure I had enough time before everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take off now."
As you guys are sitting, looking at the map and planning, Hong walks in.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's back.
good. There you are.
I'm gonna dramatically scoot over and like gesture that there's enough room he can sit next to me, but I've still got the bubble in my mouth. Like,
I'm gonna literally look over and be like, "I'm gonna walk this way." Be like, "I'll be over here if you need me," as I'm like counting the gold that I just spent.
Hey, Mushi.
Yes, leader.
We're getting ready to go. Do you need to do anything else?
Nope, I'm good. I took a little stroll back towards the shops, and I'm all good to go.
You got potions, you got magic items, weapons,
I
anything
got
you
enough
need?
potions for all of us at this point. I don't know how sketchy this dungeon shit's gonna be.
All right, cool. And Doran's gonna stand up and start walking toward the door.
I'm gonna jump up and get behind him.
And as you guys... Oh, wait, go ahead.
I just said Mushi's gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on there?"
As you guys head out and prepare to make your way towards the dungeon, that is where we're going to leave off for the night. It's a decent stopping
Alright.
point.
It's a good stopping point.
It is a great stopping point.
I don't like the way you said that.
I mean, I
jumped the second outside the door.
I had the 3 different encounters already planned, and just depended on how fast you guys would go through everything. But there was a lot of role play and talking, and I'm happy for that. So,
Roleplay and story movement is good.
Yes.
but we're gonna be done for the night.
All right.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. For
Thank
those of you,
Yep, thanks for
for those of you the first time,
Thank you all. Woo!
let's find someone to raid out to, because we don't have gaming related to raid out to.
It's not Sunday.
It's not Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
With the reason being is we couldn't do it last week. We try to do it every other week. Because of the way we're doing it Saturday because real life circumstances. We are going to try to be back live again next Sunday. Just to catch up, back up on that every other week and getting on a schedule that we can work. But, if for those of you, for those of you tuning in, we all stream on our appropriate different channels. Dash is still trying. We're trying to get it back into it.
I will at some point.
At some point.
We'll get him back into it.
Honestly, it'll probably be most likely when we reset our Minecraft server.
Yeah, Minecraft Pal World server reset would be the time to do it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Havoc, Pal World just had its massive update.
Yeah, I know. I have been on I am thoroughly enjoying the fuck out of the server right now, the Minecraft server, because it's mindless and.
Yep.
You guys can't leave Minecraft. I just got into it.
Oh no.
Oh, don't
They're
worry.
still trying to get me into it.
Sakara, you should join us.
You'll have to message one of any of us your username so that we can whitelist you though, because we ran into some
issues.
Oh yeah, no, Crafty came by and said some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we already opted him.
Unfortunately, what the fuck? Rude. We're not gonna play this. Everything's Havoc fault here. No, thank you.
But it's literally all Havoc's fault.
Oh.
We wouldn't all be here without Havoc.
There is no chaos without the crafting.
Okay. I'll accept that one.
Yes.
We all stream-ish on our appropriate channels. If you're looking to check us out on not our Hellions channel, go follow us at each of our links. They're all underneath each of our names. We only need 8 more followers, by the way. 8 more. Yep.
Only 8? Hell yeah, we're
8
moving
more
up.
and we reach affiliate status. So we're getting there.
Nice.
So if you know people or know anyone interested in D&D related content, oh my god, my own fucking name is misspelled. How am I just now realizing that?
Oh shit.
Yo.
Victory.
That's funny.
But you got my double underscore.
So that's probably then Havoc's fault.
I know, right?
It's absolutely Havoc's
All
fault.
of this. Havoc can't do shit right. Alright, look, we're just gonna raid out. We're gonna be done. We're gonna be done.
Alright.
We're gonna raid out to someone new. Insomniac Night Gaming is what it looks like.
Insomnia Night.
Sure.
Yeah.
Insomnia Night. It's someone new.
HVAC, yes.
No, we're,
I mean-
okay.
I hope my HVAC is crafted.
Alright. Let's go ahead and raid. This is getting awkward.
Yeah. I'm doing the command. Goddamn.
Alright.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Yep.
Ooh,
We
thank you
Thanks,
for being
everyone.
here.
Later, nerds. We'll be back next Sunday.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Oh, looks like they're in combat right now too.
Yo, it's gonna be a fun time. Later.
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 All right. Well, we're ready.